Hey guys, this is Ramblin Man here. I'm doing some road trip. I'm doing a road trip next week. Blue Ridge Parkway, the entire thing that's open. And then I'm also doing, I think it's pronounced Cherahalla. I don't know. Cherahalla Skyway in Tennessee. And then I'm using some different routes to work my way back home to the Holy Land of Virginia here. I wanted to give a shout out to this Nelson-Rigg Luggage. So I had been researching and ordered. Thank God Revzilla was there, and so far I haven't protested all the orders and returns that I did. I did a lot. I was ordering different bags. I'd ordered a few from Saddleman and some others, and I just couldn't find a bag that I liked that fit on the motorcycle the way I wanted it to. And they all came with kind of weird strapping systems. I don't use a sissy bar, and I don't want it on the trunk seat. I wanted it back here on the luggage rack. And the Nelson bag instantly worked. It just worked. But the other thing I was impressed with is I had reached out to Saddleman and said, hey, I don't quite understand your straps. And I sent them a photo of my bike and their bag, and here's the bag I got. And the really helpful response, I will put that in quotes, helpful, was strap it any way that doesn't make it fall off your bike. Gee, that's helpful. Thank you for that. Whereas I sent Nelson, I said, I think I've got this, but with your expertise and your background, I'm a newer rider. You got any advice? And within 15 minutes, they had sent me a response back with photos of this bike, this luggage rack, on an Indian. Not my bike, but one they already had ready, with pictures of how they strapped them in. With, I think, some arrows as well, and a personalized, non-bot email by somebody that didn't just say, tie it on so it doesn't fall off. It was perfect. It was a great response. And if you go to their YouTube page, and I think to their website, they have videos showing the inside and the outsides. Well, obviously the outside, but the insides. So many of these luggage makers for the motorcycles, they just show you the outside of the bag. They don't show you the inside, and that's the important part. This company did on their website. They had great video, including showing them installing it on a motorcycle. It just seems like common sense 101. If you're making a piece of luggage to attach to a motorcycle, hey, maybe show somebody attaching it to the motorcycle. But so many of these companies don't. They did. And, you could take it for granted that it's easy. But if the old saying, it's easy once you know how to do it. So I'm out here testing this bag. I've tested the smaller bag on my Indian Springfield. And I'm using this bag. I'm going to see if I want to show you what I'm not quite finished packing, but here, I'll show you. I'm about finished. Here in the side pocket, I've got some earplugs, some bliss stick, and some sunscreen. And I might throw a pair of gloves in there as well. I'll show you the other side pocket. What did I put in there? Oh, this is the rain cover. That's the only thing I have in here. This is their rain cover for this bag, and they show you on their website how to install that and use it. Other companies don't. They just say, we have a rain cover. And of course, the one most people want to care about is I wanted something with zippers that didn't require two hands to open. Mission accomplished. Throw it open wide. This is what I got in here. I'm not going to go through all my my luggage, but I could downsize this stuff. This is a toiletry kit. This is my tech chargers and gadgets stuff. The rest of the stuff is a few pair of riding socks, underwear, some riding shirts, and I plan to wear each shirt 2 to 3 days. And I got some backups. I do not have any other shoes, and I'm just wearing my riding boots because I think at night that's going to be fine. I was trying to save some space. Wet items I might use here, things I've already worn might go up there. And I can't really show you, but this bag is expandable. So I had actually expanded it when I was packing because I thought I needed more space. And once I got it packed, I recompressed it down. But if you zip this around, it expands more to give you more room. And it goes down to about right there. And a nice wide opening. And good stuff. Good stuff. This does what I need. And the complaint I had heard about the Saddlemen bags was that they faded in the sunlight quickly. And I don't know if it's true or not, but this company says that they've got an AV sort of protector that will avoid that happening. The hang up I've had is getting that zipper past these corners sometimes, but maybe I should just bring it down like that and have them meet right there. But I'm afraid I'm gonna have a problem. That's the only problem I've had with this bike, and I have the same problem on this corner. If I bring this one around, sometimes it gets stuck on that corner right there. Just in my natural workflow, I tended to bring this one down and around. What am I doing wrong there? I feel like George at the psychiatrist office getting the zipper up on the jacket. Like, what is that? Like, why won't that go up? There we go. Just pull it out further. I should just go over there. So, they say that theirs will not fade, as maybe at all. I don't know what they meant, but they did speak to it. It's also lockable here. Like, you could put a small travel lock right here. You just put those together, and you can run a lock like that if you wanted to, a little travel lock to keep honest thieves honest. I don't know if I'm going to fool with that or not. And then if you have a sissy bar, they got the strap here. The one minor nitpick I would have with this bag, and again, I have not traveled with this bag. This will be my first trip with this bag. My minor nitpick is it doesn't have a shoulder strap. All the other bags I looked at had little things here where you could attach a shoulder strap to carry it into the hotel. Their response to that is to say they have found that this works as a good handle. This is your sissy bar strap, which I'm not going to use, but I have agreed with them that it works as a handle. I would prefer to keep my hands free if I could and just have this on my shoulder with a shoulder bag. That would be my main nitpick. The other thing, using their video as an example, you'll see here, what I did was run these in the corners. These I moved a little, tried to move back and pull this way to keep them taut. I rolled up the excess, and you can do this two ways. I used their little strap at the bottom because they said if you do that, you don't have to redo the straps every time you come and go on the bike, because I plan to take this in at the hotel each night. You just undo it. Whereas if you wanted to, you could use this holder. But I think their point was that would then block this, and you would have to undo it to get to this, and that means doing it again. Plus, it would be dangling when you walked into the hotel. I've played around with, walking in, these straps are dangling, but I don't think like this because they're wrapped up. So I'm still doing some dry run testing. I tend to overthink this sort of stuff. But I do really like this bag. Their next size larger, I think they had one more size larger than this, was really too big for me. And I think was overkill. This forced me to kind of leave some things off that were probably overkill. So Nelson-Rigg, they've got this series of luggage, and I can't remember the name of this bag, but I'll put it in the subtitles below. And you can see here, I shook this thing at home. Like, I don't think this is going up, and shift it around. Now I will say, just a couple points. This luggage rack, when you throw up the hood, I'm sorry, when you throw up the trunk, there's a little sticker in the trunk that says the total weight capacity for trunk in this is 30 pounds, and the total capacity for this luggage rack is 5 pounds. And everyone's like, what the heck do you mean 5 pounds on a luggage rack? So I hit the discussion forums. I'm like, is that really what people are doing? I didn't ask the question because the question's been asked 100 times in different forums, and everybody was like, oh, gone cross country with 30 pounds on that luggage rack with no problem. Most people were in the sweet spot of 15 to 20 pounds. I'm gonna see if I can show you. I'll pop the trunk. This is the sticker I'm talking about right here. This is my brake device that does the little pulsing pattern on the trunk brake, but it says cargo limit 30 pounds, and including the lid rack and cargo, 5-pound limit. And the other warning was not to let this trunk stay wide open when you have the luggage on it, because then it's so much weight on these, whatever you call them, joints. I'll call them joints. And the other thing is, when they said when going down, you don't want to slam it with all this extra weight. The challenge is, I find you have to slam this trunk to get it to close anyway. So I've been trying to be gentle and at shorter range. Given my recent mirror issues, I do have some spare wrenches. I'm trying to keep this open so that I can put my helmet and lock it in here if I wanted to. The only thing I haven't put on the bike yet that I want for the trip is my drone. My saddlebags are somewhat full where I would normally put it. I may leave the drone behind, but I may end up putting it here and bringing my little helmet lock that lets me lock it onto the bike, but outside the bike. So let's see. So the way I do this is just kind of let it fall, and it's locked. And there's some overhang, but that doesn't concern me. You can see here, I don't think it's moving. I've been going up and down this road, got up to 70 miles an hour, and I'll keep, I'll check it again. But my concern was that the vibrating might loosen these things, but I think we're solid. What I could do as extra belt and suspenders is a rock strap across, but that's exactly the sort of thing I was trying to avoid, because I wanted to be able to get into the bag if needed. Now, the big difference is I have purposely planned where the things I use on riding are in this trunk or in the saddlebags. This is strictly really hotel stuff, clothing, toiletries, charging devices. So I could use a rock strap across. That's usually the way I would do them, across this way, or maybe this way. But with the overhang here, it's probably going to be better to go at it from the corners and go that way. So I might decide to do that, because I technically don't need to get into the bag when I'm going down the road. Well, this is a review of that bag and my trip planning. I'll see you on the road.